Hi everyone, this is our first basic video series where we'd like to address certain movement patterns and teach you the concepts behind the basics to that movement pattern. The idea is that if we understand the basics of the squat itself, we'll be able to apply it to all squat variations, which will allow us to choose the best squat variation for ourselves or for our clients. The first step to performing a correct movement is the setup. If I'm not starting in a good position, it'll be impossible for me to perform the movement correctly. A lot of people believe that you need to squat with your feet straight ahead and shoulder width apart. However, everybody has different hip architecture, so that means everyone's going to squat at a different width and a different foot turnout. Here is what I use to narrow in on the proper width and foot turnout for my clients. So I start with my feet straight ahead, shoulder width apart, what most people think is the correct squatting setup. And then I do a little rock back, rock on my heels, rock back on my toes. Do that 1 to 3 times, and what you'll notice is your feet will naturally turn out and your feet will naturally widen into the squat position that they prefer. Here are some common faults that you'll see with the squat pattern. For a proper squat, I'm going to get my setup, and I'm going to squat down without my knees caving in towards each other. So it wouldn't look like this, but it would look like this. From a side view, I always want to maintain a neutral spine, so that goes for my low back, my upper back, and my neck. So I don't want to round at my low back like that. I want to stay long and tall. I don't want to round at my upper back and fall forward like that. And I also don't want to shoot my neck forward like this. Now, a lot of times you can have the perfect setup, you can look like you're moving correctly, but it's not feeling correct. So where should you feel the squat? I want to feel the squat in my legs, my quads, my hamstrings, my glutes, hips. I never want to feel the squat in my knees, and I never want to feel the squat in my low back. Here are some example squat options. These are in the order of easy to hard. I want you guys to choose at least 3 squat variations that you have the equipment for, comfort level, and ability to perform. An assisted squat is a great starting option. Hold on to something for support as you squat down and stand up. A Dumphy squat is another good starting variation that teaches you how to hold tension in the squat. So if you're at home, if you have a dowel or a broomstick, you push it up into something solid, you hold tension as you squat. If your knees tend to collapse, a banded squat is a good variation. This will actually encourage your knees to drive out. A bodyweight squat is useful in any situation because you don't need any equipment and you can just work on your technique. If you want to load that squat, you can hold a weight at your chest. This is showing a kettlebell goblet squat. You can also hold a med ball close and tight into your chest, or really any other heavy implement like a loaded backpack. So there you have it. Choose 3 squat variations and let us know what you think.